My Fitness.
Hi everyone, it's your girl Michaela from My Fitness, and I'm here today to actually show you guys a really cool, deep, painful, but necessary stretch. This is the IT band stretch. I've been doing it with my students and for myself for about 15 years. It's one of those oldies but goodies, and it's actually a stretch that not a lot of people either know about or do on their own. So many of my students have reached out to me and asked me to put this on video, so I'm doing that now. First and foremost, for those of you out there that don't know what the IT band is, it's a stretch of muscles that actually sort of wraps around your leg, connecting your hip to your knee. And when that muscle is too tight, it'll pull on your knee, it'll pull on your hip, not only causing painful hips, painful knees, but also ankle issues, tight hammies sometimes, or popped hammies, flabby abs, flabby butts, tight backs, tight hip flexors. So it's really implicated in a lot of different areas and a lot of our different problem areas. So anyway, I'm going to walk through this step by step. My advice to you is to focus on the technique first, okay? So I'm going to ask you to follow me technically, but also then follow me for the duration that I'm asking you to follow me for. So flexibility and range of motion is really accomplished by perfecting technique over time with tension, and so it won't be good enough for you to just get there. It'll be you getting there and holding certain positions, okay? So follow me. You see, I also actually have a towel here. I'm going to show a modification for those of you who need a towel to serve as an adapter. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just wait till I get there. Okay, so we're going to turn over on our back. Okay, laying flat on our back. And right now, I just want you to lay flat out. Okay, I want you to start working on straight, flat legs, because the end all be all of this stretch is that we keep the stretching legs straight. So right now, just to practice that, everyone take their right leg, and I want you to point the foot as hard as you can, okay? See, pointing. If you point that foot as hard as you can and tighten your core, you'll see that your leg just kind of forms a line, and that's what I want, right? So if your leg won't go straight on its own, you point the toe and stretch like you're trying to, you know, footsie with someone, and you'll see your leg go straight, okay? So go ahead and take a deep inhale, and on the exhale, point the toe, engage the core, and raise this leg up into a straight vertical line. Okay? Straight vertical line. Good. Now, it's one thing to get there. It's a completely other thing to keep it there. So while we're up there, you might even see a little shake. It might be a little painful. That just means you're more tight than you thought you were. Either way, engage your core, keep that pointing, and keep this leg vertical and straight. Okay? So, only once we have a straight vertical leg and the leg on the floor is relatively flat, do I want you to reach up and grab your ankles. Now, I mean your ankles. I don't mean behind your knee. I definitely don't mean your calf. I mean up towards your ankles. And even if you can't quite reach your ankles, just as close to your ankles as possible, going closer to your ankles than your knee. Don't bother with the towel yet. I want you just to get that reach up nice and high. We're still pointing the toe. We're still working on this straight line. Okay, so once you're up there, you're going to flex your foot as hard as you can. Okay, so once we flex, we don't get to let go of this straight line. Okay, we take rhythmic breaths, or we just work extra hard to keep this knee flat while flexing the foot. If you also need to use a free hand to kind of push on the knee, that's fine as well. But I want you to imagine that your big toe has a magnetic connection to your forehead, okay? So that toe is constantly dropping. With the leg straight, my forehead is pointing up toward the big toe, okay? Now, I want you to take your outside hand. I'm using my right foot, so it's my right hand. You're gonna reach up and you're gonna grab the side of your foot, somewhere in between the ball of your foot and your pinky toe. Now, I want you to give it the college effort and really try to reach this foot. But if you can't, you can grab a towel or a hand towel or a washcloth. You're going to wrap this towel along the front edge of your foot, somewhere in and around your toes. Regain your straight leg, and once you're there, pull down on the two sides of the towel. And look, I have each end of the towel in its own hand. I'm flexing the ankle and following through by pulling down. Okay? At no point am I allowing this knee to bend. If you feel like it's bending, take a deep inhale, exhale, and get it straight again. Now, some of you can do this while laying down. Others of you need to lift up. Whichever box you fit in, just make sure that line stays straight and that the pull is constant. Don't let up off this towel or don't let up off this grip. Okay? Now, to deepen the stretch, we're going to decrease the lever by switching hands or crossing your towels. So if you're not using a towel, you're using your hand, you're going to take your opposite hand, bring it across the body and grab the same area of the foot, on the outside of the foot, in between the ball of the foot and the pinky toe. You keep your leg straight and don't let this leg come out of its gait. So its gait is its natural pathway from your hip, right? Don't let this cross over. Keep your leg in its gait in the same vertical plane as your hip, and you're going to twist your upper body. Now, in doing this, we're also getting a nice arm stretch, and if you retract your shoulders in this moment, you're getting a shoulder stretch as well. Not to mention the back stretch and all the other areas for stretching, okay? If you're using your towel, and I hope you're still holding it there. If you're using your towel, you're going to crisscross your towel, but you're going to actually keep your hands on their respective sides, okay? So it sort of looks like a breast cancer awareness ribbon. Even though mine is green, just imagine that it's pink. All right, so my knee is still flat. I got this here, my towel or my hand. You're going to take a deep inhale. On your exhale, pull down especially hard on the left hand. So if I have my right leg, I'm pulling on the left. If I'm using my left leg, I'm pulling down on the right. Pull, 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 okay? We want the outside of that foot to be angled down. Of course, we want the kneecaps to be flat, okay? So once you get good at these, you're gonna pretty much hold each position for a minute to 90 seconds. And without relaxing in between transitions, try to go through that entire progression. Okay, take a deep inhale. On your exhale, relax the pressure either of your hand or the towel. Repoint the toe, engage your core, and slowly drop your leg. Okay? All right. Hope that was great. I want you now to go ahead and do the same thing on your own on the opposite leg. Okay? Check in with me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at MyFitSpot, or on our website, myfitspot.com, or on YouTube. And let me know how this stretch is working out for you, or if you have any questions that I can answer. Happy stretching.
My Fitness.